best budget phone out this year.
CMF Phone 2 Pro. Search now on Flipkart.
One last group stage game for India before they enter the Super Fours and embark on a run that could see them play 4 games in the space of 7 days. They end their Group A campaign against Oman, who close out their own maiden Asia Cup bow with their first ever international meeting against India. Let's set up that game on CMF by Nothing presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout, where we have the pleasure of Sanjay Bangar's company. Sir, thank you for your time. Final group game, Super Fours clash with Pakistan less than 48 hours later. Do you see some changes?
I don't see many changes. I would just say that one change could be enough, wherein Jasprit Bumrah probably is rested and Arshdeep gets to play, because I believe Arshdeep has performed really well for the Indian team in white ball. So he might just get a chance. But apart from that, I don't think Indian team would want to tamper with the combination, because there's an important game coming just 48 hours later, as you said.
Yeah, it is quite the luxury, isn't it, to have your leading wicket taker in the format sit on the bench, and it would be a great chance for Arshdeep. He's been stuck on 90, 20 wickets for a while, would be the first Indian to get to that mark, and because he is clearly the second best pacer in the entire setup, you don't want him on the bench for long periods.
Yeah, and he spent a lot of time on the bench as well, because he was part of the Indian Test series as well in England. So having not had a game might just get that player a little bit itchy, and you certainly want to keep the bench warm in that sense that the strength has to be really good and you have quality players sitting on the bench.
Right. 2 games so far in this Asia Cup have seen India bat a sum total of just over 20 overs. They've had to chase both times. They've been fairly easy chases. Is this a game where you'd want to see India bat first to get themselves a chance of playing a full innings?
I do think so, that they might just opt to bat first, and by doing that, I think not only from a batsman's perspective, but even from the bowler's perspective, whether if at all there is any due, which is highly unlikely, but if there is due, then you do get a chance or an outing wherein that okay, the team has gone through all the possibilities and the situations that they might come across, and I think it's part of preparation wherein you don't want to really have one way to win cricket matches, and Indian team is shown that they're superb when they do either of it, and that their record has been tremendous over the last 18 months.
And within that batting setup, there are 3 of the 8 who still haven't got a chance to bat in this tournament. Sanju Samson, Hardik Pandya, Akshar Patel, none of their services have been needed with the bat. Is there a case to send them up the order, give them some time in the middle?
Well, I don't really think so, because Indian team would want to continue with the top 4, and given a chance that outside the top 4, if there is a chance, they might promote somebody like a Sanju Samson ahead of Shivam Dube. Shivam Dube has had some game time, but that's not been the case with Sanju Samson and Hardik. So there is a case for that, but they want their batters to bat in the position, at least the top order, so that they continue the rich vein of form, like somebody like a Tilak, who's now settling into number 4, and Surya also obviously wanting to bat at 3. So I think the longer they play in those roles, the better it is. So that kinds of settle the middle order, and Shubman Gill also probably will be looking to make a contribution to the team, because he's missed out in the first 2 games.
They'll all be hungry for runs, so they will be hoping that Surya wins the toss and gets India to bat first. Let's turn our attention towards Oman, who we'll see for the last time in this their maiden bow at the Asia Cup. What have you made of Oman from this campaign, and what will they want from what is really a big occasion for them, a first international game against India?
See, I think they really impressed me in the game against Pakistan, because having bowled first, restricting a team like Pakistan to under 160 was a very, very good achievement on their part. It's the batting that has let them down in this tournament so far in both the games. So the batsman will have to rise to the challenge. It's not going to be an easy task, especially with the spin quality that they will have to face for the first time. But every cloud has a silver lining, and from that perspective, Oman obviously would want to go and derive some confidence from this match, because if they have a chance to compete in the T20 World Cup by playing through the qualifiers, so I think if they put up a good show, that will do their confidence no harm.
Yeah, it is an important phase for Oman. In less than a month's time, at home, they'll be part of the last qualifying tournament to decide the 3 remaining Asian spots at next year's Men's T20 World Cup. So we'll wish them well. Let's see how Oman go in this contest. I'm not going to bother you with a prediction. Thank you so much, Sanjay Bangar, for your time. That is the setup done. Be sure to join us just around toss time, ahead of India versus Oman, which will be the last game of the group stage and the only game that India play in Abu Dhabi this Asia Cup. This was CMF by Nothing, presents ESPN Cricinfo Timeout.
Best budget thrown out this year.
CMF Phone 2 Pro. Search now on Flipkart.